You guys ready to film this from the outside or what?
Yeah, just do your thing. We'll work around you.
All right. You get out of my frame. Hey, I'm Travis. Welcome to Team O'Neill. We're here to show you guys a video today about braking in the turn. It's a technique that we teach all of our students. One of the first things we teach you guys. Let's get in the car and show you how it's done. All right, guys, we're in the car. We're ready to show you guys this braking in the turn. Really basic technique, really basic idea. This is a technique a lot of rally people utilize, but the road racing guys, the circuit kind of guys, the guys that race around on the road, this could be absolute heresy to be adding brake pressure in the turn, because really the goal is to unsettle the car mid-corner. This is something that we would utilize to cure understeer, to create some oversteer, and it's definitely something we do in the middle of the corner. So let's fire up and let me give you a couple basic ideas of how this is going to work. For our exercise purposes here, I'm going to try to, take all the other inputs off the table here. I don't want to utilize steering to kind of mess up the example here. I don't really want to fluctuate throttle to mess up the idea here. We're talking about braking specifically, braking in the turn, right? So what I'm going to do is set the steering angle at 6 or 7 o'clock if I was going off my tape here. Set my throttle midway through maybe 50, 60, 70%, somewhere in there. And what I'm going to do is add in a little more throttle until the car starts to understeer a little bit. And what I'm going to do here, since I'm in the turn, I'm going to add the brake pressure, and what that does is transfer some load forward onto the front of the car, right? That's going to give those front tires a little more grip to help me cure the understeer that I'm feeling, right? It's going to help me to take some load off the rear two tires to create actually some oversteer, right? To make this car get a little bit sideways. So I'm going to try it with a little bit more gas to be a little more better example for you guys. Understeer, and then as soon as I add the brake pressure, I have that load transfer going forward to the front tires. I make that car turn a little bit better, get a little better rotation. The other thing that might be going on here a little bit is kind of like the effective amount of braking happening on the front axle versus the rear axle, right? Since I'm keeping some throttle on while I'm doing this, as I apply the brakes, and the front brakes actually aren't doing as much, but the rear brakes do actually get a little bit of extra effective brake bias, right? So that might be causing the rear wheels to kind of lock up at the same time. That's also going to help me get some understeer, create some oversteer. So again, I've got my throttle on, I feel some understeer, I squeeze some brakes. What that does is transfer load forward onto the front axle. That gives those front tires a little bit better grip. That takes some load off the rear axle, right? As I squeeze the brakes, it takes the weight off the back. That makes the rear end get light. That creates some oversteer. That helps me, adjust my line in the corner. That might be one reason why you utilize this technique, is to adjust your line mid-corner, to tighten the line closer to the apex. This is a smaller adjustment that you're going to do in corner. This is a technique that we utilize when we're already going about the right speed for the corner. This is probably not one that I'm going to utilize as I'm approaching a corner from a big long straightaway with a ton of speed, just turn in for the corner and jab the brakes. Now that doesn't sound very good. So again, I'm going to utilize this technique to cure understeer, create oversteer. It's a weight transfer technique. It's called braking in the turn. It's something every rally driver does on a loose surface. It's a great technique. You just got to know when to use it. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out today, learning a little bit about braking in the turn. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check back in next time.
Hey, this is Chris Sear, CEO and partner at Team O'Neill. Thank you so much for visiting our channel. If you want to join our community, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about us or book a course, please visit teamoneil.com. We look forward to connecting with you.